out, but I figured it'd be a good idea to kind of stream the whole character creation and all that stuff, because the best part of any RPG is creating your character. And I remember, I used to get really into Neverwinter Nights on PC. It was an old D&D Wizards of the Coast kind of thing, but that was like my favorite thing. I remember it came with like this big manual, and it was huge on how to create characters, all the different parts of characters, all the racial bonuses and stuff like that. As well as it came with a cloth map that I actually think I still have around here. Yeah, I still have the cloth map that came with that game. It's the only part that I really still have, because I eventually re-downloaded the whole Diamond Edition on, I think it's on Steam, or was it Gold? It might have been Good Old Games I got it from. I don't remember. But there is a Diamond Edition of that still out that I have. I don't think I ever really got into Neverwinter Nights 2. They released that, but I don't know. It never hit the same for me. I still remember. Oh, it was great. There used to be like modding communities for that game that actually made like an MMORPG version of that out of their DM tools or whatever. So, needless to say, I'm super interested to see how this pans out for Pathfinder, bringing it into an RPG game. But it looks like I'm in. Oh yeah, so it looks like they're making kind of easy, normal. Oh my gosh, you can go like super custom on kind of all their difficulty options and stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, well, definitely you should show tutorial on. So what does this do? Easy mode. Your companion receive experience. Oh wait, what is this? Only skill user receives skill check experience. So easy mode kind of splits across the party. Party speed depends on the weight you carry. Auto level up companions, all possible. And trash reduced by. So in the normal mode, you still get reduced by 20% damage. Enemies inflict reduced damage on critical hits. Your character will not die after suffering a deadly injury for the first time. Instead, you'll be afflicted by the death's door condition. The character with this condition suffers a deadly injury, then they will die. That sounds definitely like the RPGs. Resting in a comfortable and safe place such as Oleg's trading post removes the death's door condition. Your character can still die from an instant death effect. Energy drain, poison, or other similar condition. If your main character dies, the game is over. If a companion dies, you can resurrect them with a raise dead or similar spell. Expensive service unavailable to most adventurers. That sounds like a lot of RPGs. Okay, so story mode is kind of different in that it's not dependent on the main character. Well, let's do it in normal mode. I assume normal's got to be pretty standard. Full damage from enemies and traps. Enemies will fight with full power and will have the usual chance to inflict die after suffering a deadly injury. It's over. If companion dies, you can resurrect him. Alright. Like I said, I haven't actually gone into the Pathfinder system, so I don't know enough about their dice rolls and stuff like that to really understand it all. But let's go ahead with it. Oh. Of course I gotta make a new one. It's gonna be bad, because I don't entirely know about their system, but going for it anyway. I love all the Pathfinder art, too. This makes me extremely interested to see if they're actually gonna end up doing this with Starfinder. God, Orc Assassins are kind of fun. See, I feel like what I always do is I always end up making basically like a Legolas character, and it never works out super great. Usually go for like 2 blades and you know, kind of 2 blades, bow and arrow, ranger build. And I always love it when that gets like wolf companions, stuff like that. But again, I'm basing this off other systems I've played, not necessarily what the Pathfinder versions of these things are. Looks like kind of a spellbound ranger. Oh, I got a lot of good choices here. Gosh, I love their artwork. Ugh, I really do love tiny characters too. Yeah, go with the cool tiny chick. I feel like the portrait could go either way. So gnome, racial traits. Receive +2 racial bonus on perception checks. That's always good. Keep an eye around me. +1 bonus on attack rolls against humanoid creatures of the reptilian and goblin subtypes because of their special training against these hated foes. That's interesting. Defensive training giants. +4 dodge bonus against monsters of the giant subtype. That's pretty good. +2 racial saving throw bonus against illusion spells and effects. Yes, that's pretty good. Wait, what does this right click mean? Oh, just a bigger description. Any saving throws against illusion spells that they cast. Gnomes receive a +2 racial bonus on knowledge world checks. Gnomes have a base speed of 20 feet. Maybe that's not going to be the best for my ranger type character. Because I'm going to have to make a ranger type character. It's just... skill focus is a bonus feat. Azamir. Azamar. God, they do have really good perception though. I think it's just because they're smaller size that they... Athletic and mobility checks are good. Still have the keen senses. Save +1. Saving throws against fear. Optimistic and cheerful by nature, both unkeen luck and driven by power. I gotta do gnome though. I just like the tiny characters. So low strength, that's alright. Dex, that's alright. I'm sure we'll be able to buff up our dex later. I'll make him left-handed like me. Let's see. Oh, I wish I could zoom in more. Oh my gosh. I don't want to know Oompa though. God, it's like as much as I kind of want to stick to the picture, just like the... Although that's gonna bug me. There's no orange here. Oh, there. It's kind of boring. There's like blonde. That's boring. I want... That kind of blue looks cool though. I'll go green. I like green. Oh yeah, that's cool looking. Yeah, so that reminds me of one of the characters from the Pathfinder adventure card game, which I've played a little bit of. What? Can't put a beard on a chick? That's not fair. Let's see. Let's What am I looking for? Let's see what a ranged is. And deft skirmishers, either in melee or at range, capable of skillful dancing in and out of battle. They're really do. Types of foes should be good. Oh, where are these subclasses? Yeah, okay. So, freebooter. A pirate who works well, so it sounds more like a swashbuckling type character. Flame Wardens emulate the Blazing Phoenix. Flame Wardens sweep through a world like selective. Those who cling to decay. I don't know, I've kind of always liked the claimed kind of... Oh, interesting. Okay. So eventually you'll get some ranger spells. It's a base attack bonus, or all combat skills. Fortitude 3, reflex 2. I'm assuming I'm gonna need high dexterity. The ranger favorite enemy list. It's +2 weapon attack damage rolls against them. So I got some lore skills, persuasion, athletics, stealth, perception, and knowledge arcana. That should be decent knowledge skills mixed with some stealth and perception, which will be good at that. I do like that I can see the whole progression line up here. I wish I actually had this just for character creation in some RPGs. Just kind of see what everything moves to. Wait, what does this say? The first level. Oh, do I get another one at 5th? Okay. In combat, Master Hunter. Hunter's bond at 4th level. Ranger forms a bond with his hunting companion. Ranger's bond is to his companion. His favorite enemy bonus against a single target. So wait, do I get a character right away? Oh, hunting companions. Okay. Alright, let me double check, because sometimes druid might not be quite what I think it is too. Those long companions, some creatures fight while they defend for the party's nature. Back to kind of the first closest. Animal companion. Oh, let me see what this says. Okay, so I do still get an animal companion. That's what I'm looking for then. Now my picture doesn't quite match, but that's alright. Let's see. So I'm gonna want to up my dex. Unfortunately, I think I'm also gonna want to update my strength. Actually, unless I can use... So I'm going to assume there is melee weapons that rely on dexterity, so I'm going to pump some into that. I prefer to be at least at an even. What? eventually usually gets spells. So let me see. Unless maybe these ones don't, because I'm not actually a Stormwalker. Ooh. All simple martial weapons, that sounds about right. Oh my gosh, this is reminding me so much of, I would sit here and just take forever to create characters when I was playing Neverwinter, just because it's like, that's everything. I really just want to kind of be good at decks. I'm gonna go up to +3 with that. Yeah, don't even worry about that, because that's not a ton of issue. Yeah, bring that up. Is there any +2 to knowledge arcana and some to perception? Alright, I'll do that for my perception stuff. Ugh, I might need athletics though. So at least I can make my athletics do nothing. Let's do maybe not stealth yet. Yeah, so this one has class skills, so it makes those a little cheaper to buy into, which is kind of cool, because then you can also still buy outside of them without having to worry about that. But alright, let's see, this will give me some more lore. This will give me some more knowledge. I could just be kind of rounded in everything. Let's be pretty charismatic. Initiative is 3. I do love this where it's kind of highlighting all the different aspects that this is going to level up. Like if I bring up my constitution, it's going to bring up my hit points and my fortitude. So that'd be a better saving throw on that. Dexterity is my defensive combat maneuvers and my initiative. It's also my mobility, trickery, and stealth. Maybe I should really just kick that up high. It's trickery. And this is like anything I hover over seems to be exactly the description I want to know. Like initiative. D20 plus dex mod plus bonus mods. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I was trying to figure out. So my wisdom will actually determine my spells. I could keep my extra point. I don't think it's actually going to give me any if I put it into anything. Or do I have to... might as well throw that in there. No. It does feel like kind of a waste, but yeah, I'll just start working towards that. So now, I feel like I want persuasion. Athletics I need to kind of supplement because I'm not great at it. Definitely stealth, and let's do Lord Nature. I'm a ranger after all. Alright. So my armor class is touch. Flat-footed, somebody that can't react to any dexterity bonus. You see, it's covered without adding dex. So I don't want to be caught flat-footed. You see, doesn't include any armor bonus, shield bonus, or natural armor bonuses. So, okay. Yeah, speed's still lower, but that's alright. If I can get an animal companion, they can kind of guard block me a little bit. Alright, how many abilities do I get? The characters mastered feats off all characters. Characters gain 1 feat first level and every 2 levels thereafter. Not human, so I don't get that. Characters mastered. First level ranger selects a creature type. So first, my feet. Oh, point blank shot's probably gonna be good if I want to stick to the bow and arrow. Improved initiative, improved unarmed strength. I feel like I'm gonna want. I mean, I already have a pretty good persuasion, so I don't feel like I need to supplement that. I really kind of want to go. Throwing splash weapons. Throw anything. Oh, but if I'm going to be a ranger, I'm also going to want double short swords. And 2-weapon fighting is... This is by 6. Should attack morale with a weapon. When fighting this way, you suffer near 6 on your regular attack. Negative 10 on offhand. Oof. Non-recommended features. Recommended features. Wait, are there ones that are recommended for me? Yeah, it's a recommended one. I'll just go point blank shot. I'm gonna try and... I know nothing about the story, so unfortunately I can't game the system with my favorite enemy. But... Constructs would be... dragons would be fun, but I don't know how soon I'm going to run into dragons. Could be a zombie hunter. Mouse hunter. Now let's do this. Favorite enemy, humanoids. Usually humans are the most broad species in a game like this. Give me the best chance of taking them out.
A trivial task. Let's shred them.
That's pretty great.
I do not find this to be useful. We cannot be defeated. Out of my way! I failed.
Oh my gosh, this game is definitely going to be exactly what I'm looking for.
No mistakes. All according to plan. I did it! The road calls me. I'll take the bait. Wherever my legs carry me.
I stand ready. Let's move. Strike with all your might.
Someone else would make better use of this. I'm wounded. No contest. My skills exceed yours. Aim carefully. Let's move already. I won't take that. Heal me quickly. I lead, you follow.
This doesn't suit me.
care of it? Interesting.
I like the confident one.
Ah, a test of my abilities.
Oh. How many months are there? Alright. Oh, name selection. Oh. Gidget. I feel like usually I do my rangers pretty true neutral. What do I do? Let's try and lean more good. Or maybe a chaotic good. I feel like chaotic good should be pretty good. Yeah, the ranger proficiencies. Okay. Let's kick it off. That is good character creation. This is definitely harkening me back to the days of just grinding out Neverwinter Nights and just sitting there playing around with the character creation, just seeing what all that was. And that was even before I had ever played a D&D game, so it was like I never understood half of what most of the stuff meant, but it was just getting to sit there and kind of twist those dials and stuff. And I like that this one gives you a bit more indication of like what each stat does.